Everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're trying something new today. And by new, what I mean is, we're still doing the same old, we're still doing a stream. However, I am gearing this as to more of a VOD, and the idea being that we have not just some live stream, but a video that people can return to and watch. So today, essentially what we're doing is our final review of South of Midnight. A game from, well, not a game. It's a game that stirs up a lot of curiosity, and for good reason. It's a third-person action-adventure game in development by Compulsion Games, a studio behind We Happy Few, and published by Xbox Game Studios. And essentially, we're going to round up our final thoughts today of this game. What kind of game is it? So if you haven't been watching the live streams of this that we've been doing over the past few weeks, South of Midnight is a Southern Gothic action-adventure. Sort of think eerie, mythological, supernatural elements set against the backdrop of the Deep South. That's America, for those of you that don't understand that reference. The tone of the game so far has been creepy and soulful. It's not it's not a horror in any outrights, but it is dripping in that sort of Deep South atmosphere. It's a semi-open world that weaves through dark folklore. You go through bayous, there's ancient spirits and deep cultural storytelling, whilst battling some nightmarish creatures. It's basically a big folk magic American, twisted Americana sort of energy. And what you might notice from that opening scene there, it is the really cool art style, and this for me is where the game really pops. I'm gonna load into the next chapter whilst we're waiting. We've got the final 2 chapters to complete. So the art style is what I've been going on about from day one of playing this game.
I'm back.
And it's got this like stop motion inspired animation, as you can see. Yeah, animation style. It's almost like a living storybook or like a folk art painting brought to life. It doesn't look like anything else there. It sort of reminds me of Coraline film. But filtered through a sort of southern blues and folklore. You know, there's a lot of Spanish moss draped forests that you go through this, abandoned plantations and swamps, spirits and creatures drawn from African American and Southern mythologies. The gameplay so far has followed magical combat, which you will see, all tied to her weaving abilities. There's also been there's been some sort of form of an emphasis on exploration and puzzle solving. But it's it's mostly a blend of narrative with some heavy gameplay in a stylish third-person action. But we'll get into some more of that as we play through this chapter. We'll crack on. So essentially, the story so far has led us to here, and this is essentially where we started. It was... Welcome to the channel, those of you in the chat. Again, like I said, we're aiming this video to be like a VOD, one that can be rewatched, but I will. Hence why there's no camera. Normally I play with the camera. Today we're not going to play with the camera. We may intersperse it later on, but this is aimed as a VOD, where people can rewatch as a gameplay sort of review. So just to answer some questions from the chat, this game reminds me of TV shows from my childhood. Exactly. It really does. It reminds me of a program called Art that I used to watch. Essentially it was stop motion, which is where I've got that sort of graphical style from. American Wallace and Gromit. Yeah, you could say so. Like a Deep South of Wallace and Gromit. I can see that. And the question in the chat is, are you enjoying the game? Yes, Skiggy. I am. I have enjoyed it. And what I'll do is I'll come to more of what I think towards the end. but I have discussed previous videos of this, my sort of thoughts. I will outright lay down my review sort of score now, and my initial review score is roughly around a 5.5 out of 10, and we'll get into why I think that. It's got nothing to do with graphics or anything like that. I think the graphics are at 10. It's not like the graphics are otherworldly. Do you know what I mean? It's not like the graphics are the best things you've ever seen. It's an art style that I quite like the look of. But we'll play through it, and we'll explore some of my thoughts as we go through. So essentially, we're playing as this girl here. She's called Hazel. There's 14 chapters to this game. And Hazel is a young woman, so she's about to move house, and this is her house. So essentially, we've come back to the start. So when you start the game, you're in a different outfit. You're here. You're around your house, and there's a storm rolling in, and you're trying to get out whilst you can before the storm takes you all away. And throughout this journey, she discovers part of the mysterious lineage connected to this sort of magical weaving that we've already sort of described. So this supernatural hurricane tears through her town, unleashes chaos, and Hazel basically has to step up, using her magical weaving powers to fight off twisted mythological monsters, pretty much, and uncover the truth about her past. The narrative is rooted in themes of loss. So she lost her mother, who was in the house, and transformation. So she's transformed. Now she's got some sort of magical weaving outfit on. She's got her weaving tools, these things. This little magic sort of thing that you can do. You know, we've got this little gizmo guy here. So we transform. She transforms as she learns more about her lineage, where she's from, and who her mum was and what her mum used to do. So she's learned a lot about her mum, trying to find her mum. And it's told with a lot of style. So there's these surreal cutscenes, strange encounters, moral twists. The music is very theatre-like. So there's a running musical theme from the back of this. I know that I need to go up into the house, but what we're going to do is we're going to go in here because there's an inspect on it.
You okay?
Yeah?
I'm sorry. We gotta go. Stay safe.
We have indeed. Yes, so as I was saying, the music, theatre style, but the theatre style music has got like strong Delta blues vibes. It's gritty, raw. It's got sort of a haunting thing to it. Whenever you press this button, it shows you where to go. There's like a in the background, sort of like whispers telling you where to go. Magical door opening. There's a lot of...
Mom? You there? She's not home yet. There's still time. I should pack my stuff right away.
So yeah, we were literally right back to part one. This is what you do at the very start. Pack your box. It's almost like we've gone back in time.
All my stuff's packed. I should get some of Mama's stuff for her.
Yeah, so the music has got... It does play a big tone in the world as you're sort of going through it. Which is cool, and this is one of the reasons why I'm sort of not rating it so high in my book. And we'll get into it. Here we go, Mom's home.
It is really picking up out there.
Mama? I missed you.
I've only been gone for a few hours. You feeling okay?
Yeah. Now that you're safe. What? Mama? We gotta go.
Well, I gotta pack my things. Why don't you check on Bo and Mrs. Pearl while I finish up?
We ain't got time to waste, Ma.
Waste time.
That's not what I meant.
Please, just go check on Bo and Mrs. Pearl. They might need help.
Fine, but we gotta go ASAP. I packed my bags and yours already.
Well, look at you. Following instructions and a little extra.
Ma, be quick. And don't leave your car. Clear the road, get the hell out of here.
Okay, so we're back out.
Bo and Miss Pearl will be alright.
I'll come back to the music when we get in. So this was a day one release on Game Pass, and it is for PC and Series X and S, whatever you're playing on. Where am I going? I'm waiting for the music to chime in.
Alright, that's all cleared. Just grab Ma and get out of here. Something's off here. I've seen this fog before.
It is off indeed.
Mama, let's go! I'm getting the car ready. Come on, we gotta get out of here.
I think this is... So we came across Mr. Rue in the last one, and I think this is tied to Mr. Rue. And he's playing tricks on us, basically.
Mama! No, Mama! Mama! I'm sorry. I wasn't fast enough. I tried. This is not real. She's not here.
Ah,
do
Mr. Rue.
something else. Few willingly enter my town, but no one ever breaks through my illusion.
You tricked me.
I like you, Hazel Flood. You got vim and vigor, a certain je ne sais quoi. Unfortunately, you will never be fast enough to defeat him.
I'm fast enough to beat your fog to the bottle tree.
Oh, that fog just Kushma's hunger.
So, those stories about you finding dreamers for Kushma, those are real?
This town don't run on empty illusions. Kushma needs powerful nightmares in order to sustain its magic. And I find the most potent ones.
Why did you bring me here?
I've been hunting a creature killer. A dreamer powerful enough to tame Kushma's hunger. But I can't do it alone. You showed potential, so I brought you here.
And why should I trust the words you say? You promised I would see my Ma again.
No, she's here as promised. She's been reaching out. Ever since Mala used her magic to seal her wounds, but
So that was her?
she's in this realm somewhere. Trapped in a loop of despair. A nightmare.
I need to find her.
Wait. Listen to me. Kushma's hunger is grown, and even you have limits, Hazel Flood.
I can handle him.
You managed to break through my illusion, and that's an impressive feat, but make no mistake, no one defeats Kushma.
I'm not leaving without her. I will fight for her. I will stop when I'm dead. She would.
It's too late. He already found you. Find your mama and wake her up. It's your only chance.
Say less. None of that will stop.
Okay, so here is some of this magical weaving, baffling that I've been telling you about. Right, you're mine. Go and attack that dude over. Oh, I've not going to do that. Oi! Oh, that's all that, Pedro. Some of that. Get really wrecked, son.
Get out of my way!
So, progressively, as you get... Oh. How... Okay. I'm gonna make you mine. You can fight these guys. So progressively as you get through the game... Oh wow, you just... My dude just cut at me. As you get through the game, you learn more. You basically learn more skills that you can use. So all of these skills, you start off with one of them, then you get another. Basically, you progress up skills. But the main issue for me with the skills is there is a skill tree, and you can level up said skill tree. But after a certain while, after a few chapters, the skills and the trees don't really amount to much. It doesn't really feel like you progress. It does. Like, you obviously progress and you learn more and your skills get better. But it gets a bit repetitive towards the end. So it's at a point now where it feels a bit boring. So what was initially working and was pretty cool and I was enjoying is at a point now where it feels a bit, okay, well, I've seen this, I've done this, and this for me is where the game now starts to drop down in how it plays, you know, in my ratings mechanism, because I'm at a point now where I'm solely relying on the storyline to bring me new stuff. It doesn't feel like the character or the game itself is progressing or going anywhere interesting. I'm solely reliant on the story bringing that interest to me now. Slowly, as you progress as well, you fight less. We have gained different sort of enemies that you have to figure out sort of different ways to defeat. However, they're still pretty similar in terms of how you have to defeat them. And we're at a point now where, like I said, it feels repetitive. So whilst it's quite fresh and interesting to begin with, the gameplay has sort of stalled and isn't as fun or as interesting as it was when I first started playing it. And I'm at a point now where I want something more fresh to happen. And I'll get on to level design as well. To begin with, the levels look amazing. You're going through these swamps, these bayous, these derelict places, but everything is all the same. For numerous chapter after chapter after chapter, and it's not till the end where you sort of end up some sort of... The only way I can describe it is like a Coco land. You know, the Disney film Coco. And you go into some sort of afterworld, and it's all a bit mystical and magical. And I want to see a bit more of that. Like, this is a different land. It's like a set. We're in a theatre. And I wanted to see more of that throughout this game. What's this? Okay, that interactor don't work. Does it work? There we go.
I am good enough.
Always baiting her. What I wanted to see from... Yeah, so as I was saying, what I wanted to see from this game was some more level design, some more places, some more interesting, fantastical worlds. And I didn't quite get it, to be honest. You know, imagine going through like a New Orleans sort of place. Level. Here's the other world. This is the other world. And I've been to this place twice, and I feel like it should have may have had more of a feature. There were some interesting things added, like these flying tubes that come to the game that do sort of add a bit to it in terms of the gameplay style. But again, I just don't think there was quite enough. Maybe I'm expecting too much from games these days. In terms of, like, you know, we're gifted with these massive open worlds and 100 hours worth of gameplay, and this is just a 14-hour game from a small dev team. So maybe I'm expecting too much, but maybe I'm not. Maybe some more level design might have been
God,
worth it.
can't follow me here. Gotta get to that door.
Could they have sent you to that world sooner to mix up the game? Maybe. So we need to get onto that there. But and one thing when I say it was like semi-open world, it does follow a direct path that you follow. You follow this little thing, but if you were to go off the path, you can find little upgrades. Well, not upgrades. They're called floofs.
Another stage.
And these floofs.
Who did you make suffer here? You
So
won't do that.
you don't really get much from following off path, except for essentially.
You're trying to get under my skin. Well, it won't work.
Okay, except for essentially finding these things that go towards your upgrades, and that's it. It's not like any story or character design from following off path or anything. So it's not really. I wouldn't say it was open world at all. What did I say earlier? What's happening now? What's just happened? I pressed the button. Semi-open world, I said. Yeah. Oh, okay. So it's triggered these. There we go.
That's so many doors. So many people. Freaking job!
Oh, run again.
Come on. Come on!
Let's just focus a little bit on the gameplay here, and then I'll get back to a little bit more of my review, I guess. What I will say is rough to see at the minute is Xbox game studios have obviously, or Microsoft in general, have laid off a lot of staff lately, and we'll touch on that. I do feel, in today's day and age, I feel sorry for devs who work tirelessly, work through crunches to provide people with games, and they're just being laid off like nobody's business. And people can't, you know, you look at games like Call of Duty these days, and people can't have fun developing a game. And whilst I am asking for a little bit more from this game, I am happy that they made this game and they brought us this art style, because the work that must have gone into this sort of stop motion art style. You know, I do applaud these guys. Whilst I'm asking for a little bit more of a set design, a little bit more variety in the levels that we play on.
Another door!
I do think that they've done a fantastic job with this game.
Another set to torment someone in.
What I'd say is maybe by the 8th chapter. What we got to say here?
I know I was wrong. I messed up. I'm sorry. Don't fucking tease me, asshole. She loves me, and I'm gonna find her.
Why is that not working? Where's the way? Can I just bash these off? Nice. Come on, give me the prompt. Everything she did for you. Come on, Hazel.
Wow.
She did it for you, man.
box over there.
How do I get up there then? There's got to be like a box of some sort. Oh man, that's rough. This guy's proper baiting her.
No, no.
Why is he baiting her
I
though?
will save her.
Through here.
Go,
And this little
Crouton.
dude. Go on, Crouton. Watch out for the spiky thing. Boom! At one point when you get this sort of like, this Crouton dude, it does change up the gameplay style. So they do things that change up the gameplay style throughout the game. Just so, I'd say from chapter 8, again, this is why I've sort of gone down on my ratings. It just needs something to freshen it up. And whilst it does have little pockets of gameplay loops that come into the game, or you know, like a new mechanic or something like this where you play as Crouton, or you know, or these random little bits and pockets that come in that do change
Here
it
we
up. I
go.
just don't think it's quite enough. It still feels like I'm in
Mama's
that
okay.
repetitive mode of the game.
Hello, murderer.
I can do this all day.
Didn't even need that to get over.
Yo, how long are you gonna chase me?
Kushma thinks he can get me. Not today,
Let's
buddy.
go.
We are flying high, my friend.
This won't stop me.
Ooh, that was close. So to me, this is almost like New Orleans-y, but it's all broken up and in some sort of like Coco Land, like the afterlife sort of place. And I feel like it would have been cool to have played at something like this, but not in Coco Land. Just it would have broken up the game a bit. We've got a fight coming because there's a heal here.
There she is. Mama!
Hello there.
You alright? Ma, can you hear me?
Oh, no. Oh, God. Hazel. Hazel, please, it isn't safe.
Ma, I'm right here.
Hazel, you cannot make that jump. Hazel! No.
Mama?
Oh, baby. My baby.
I'm okay, Ma. I'm okay. Ma? I love you, Ma. This is now. You can't keep her here forever.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Oh, that came out of the blue. I had absolutely no way of holding that back. Allergies, not allergies. Yeah, it's another warm day and everyone's cutting their grass. I really apologise for that. Get out of the way. Oh, look at that for a dodge. Can't hit me, Kushma. How do I fight this dude then? Don't know how to fight him. What's this? Oh, it's the map. Okay, I may quit the chit chat right now whilst we Is there a point where he gives up? Ah, so I just have to dodge all that then. You are mine. Ooh, I need to take you out. Some of that. Oh, you're already dead. Oh, that's annoying. I've just wasted a trick.
Mama, wake up.
Unravel. Question, thing is the mom? Oh, get away. You're mine. Leave me alone. Quicker we take this dude out. So this dude almost puts a shield up for him. Do the special. Can't hit me whilst I'm doing that. Something like that, lad. Is he the last one as well?
Hazel?
I'm here. Ma, it's me.
You're alive.
I'm here. None of that was real. I'll be okay. I'm okay.
I thought you were... Where are we?
In the underworld.
Hey, wait. You look different. It's impossible.
As impossible as you asking Hugging Molly to help find kids in need?
How did you know?
I'll explain later. Right now, I need your help. I can't do this alone. I need you to trust me.
What do you need me to do?
Whatever you do, hold on to this bottle.
I got your back.
Keep that bottle steady. I got the rest.
We're gonna fight this big dude. We're gonna fight Kushma.
God, watch over her.
Oh, press the wrong button. Beep. Come on. Come down here. Somewhere we can have a real fight, buddy. Oh, buddy, oh, pal. Oh, no. Dodged that one, did I? Oh, he's going ham. We'll just keep running in circles. Keep jogging around in a circle. Ah! I'll catch you. Oh, I didn't want you. Never mind then. Where do you think you're going? Ah, wrong button again. What's this little gramophone thing here? Oh, that's the mom. Oh. I'll have you, thank you. Give me a helping hand, sir. You can't hit me when I do this, which is the bonus. Hit me with your rhythm stick. Right, got him. Come on, that. Oh, that was a whopper. Give me the health. So you gather health whenever you unravel on them. Is he going to come in? Are you going to come down to ground level and fight me like a real creature? Where are we now? Oh no. Ah, I have to jump. Ah, I didn't jump quick enough. We're getting this real bluesy deep south vibe now. Delta blues. With the music. So as I was saying earlier in regards to music as well, there's like a theatrical part. So as you play through the chapters, there's almost like theatre kind of music, which I also thought was really interesting. A lot of hard work and effort went into that. And essentially, there's written songs for each chapter that sort of explain the chapter. It's almost like narration, or maybe inner thoughts. Because I don't quite, never quite got to listen to the lyrics because you're so enticed in the gameplay that you sort of miss out on the lyrics. But it is in regards to some of the bosses that you fight and some of the major plot lines. I love you. How dare you? Unravel. Unravel. There's more. Unravel. Oh, I've just KO'd the wrong one because he's dead pretty much. If you can, you'll get a sense of what I meant now as well by how the gameplay can feel. All these fights, nothing's different. They're all the same. And I sort of would like to have seen like a much bigger variety. But after like a certain amount of chapters, this all feels the same. Like, obviously they introduce newer enemies, and you've got to figure it out, but it doesn't take much to figure it out, and it's quite basic in the fighting with them, so... Come on. Oh, you're gonna drop somewhere else again.
This is not okay!
Oh, no. Come on, Kushma. It's coming down hard now.
Just to stop now?
Is this the same path as last time? It is, isn't it? No, slightly different. Oh, that was close. 1, 2, and we're back again. Have to fight some more. See, like this fight right now, he's got to a point where it's just boring. Like, we're literally just doing the same thing and repeat. Oh, no. I'm stuck in a corner. But they are throwing way more enemies into this level to fight me. But again, it's the same old. And that is all my issues with it. I just think that I'd like to see a little bit more. Oh, I'm getting wrecked. Unravel, I need the help. I'll have you. Help's over there. Oh gosh, get out of the way. I need the help. Ooh, what have we caught?
Wubba lubba dub dub!
I'm not fast enough. You gonna have to finish it.
Okay.
Don't look back, baby. Go. Stick. Finish it.
This place again? Where is she?
Oh, don't worry. She's back in Prospero. Safe. I'll send you back there.
Well, don't let me keep you. Send me off.
Oh, I keep my promises. Now it's time for you to keep yours. Remember on stage at Kushma's Cabaret, a favor for a key? Well, it's time for you to pay up. I need you to give this hairbrush to your grandmother.
Get in line. I have my own reckoning to do with her.
Well, then do us both a favor.
And why can't you do it yourself? I'd imagine Kushma's right-hand man can give a hairbrush to an old woman.
That old woman is what we call a false stitcher. Now, unlike you, she wasn't chosen to be a weaver. Instead, she uses a dark magic, killing creatures and tearing through the grand tapestry, leaving a trail of corruption behind.
That explains a lot.
All I'm asking is that you give her the brush.
What does it do?
It's a one-way trip to Kushma.
Kushma again? I thought he was dealt with.
You can't defeat the king of dreams and nightmares. You contained his hunger for now, but he ain't gonna stay put for too long.
All right, fine. Get me out of here, and I'll give Bunny the brush. But that's it. After that, you and I are done.
I knew I liked you, Hazelflood. See you on the other side.
See, the stop motion graphics are super
You
cool.
really are the most devious bastard in New York City.
He is indeed. Chapter 12. This is the final chapter.
Losing my mother again felt soul crushing. I felt drained, like I had no will left. And worse, I realized this was exactly how Kushma, the king of nightmares, thrived. But I managed to break free from that illusion. I knew I'd lose myself if I didn't break that never-ending cycle. Bottling Kushma with Mama's help made me realize that together, we could handle whatever came our way. It filled me with more pride than any gold medal I've ever won. But that's not where this story ends. There was a loose end back in Prospero that needed tying up. It was time to swing by Bunny's again.
So this is the final chapter of the game. And as I've already said, we've gone over quite a lot of what my thoughts are of the game and the fear side of it. But I just, before we go into the final chapter, I just want to outline the reason why, as I've said, the graphics are a solid 10 out of 10. The music is, for what they've done, adding theatre in, going with these dark blues, it really fit the theme of the game. The graphics really show, the music and the graphics really go to show how much heart and soul were put into the development of this game. However, for me, it's just not quite my kind of thing, I think. And what I was saying in previous streams is, if you were younger, it's maybe for more of a younger audience than, say, myself. I'm not overly massive about theatre and that kind of vibe. Maybe if I was American and from the deep south, I might be really into this. Maybe if I was into this kind of mythology and folklore, I probably really would like it. I think that makes a difference, doesn't it? Playing something like AC Shadows, I've always been really into that era of Japan. So seeing and playing through that, the same with AC Origins and Egyptology, I've always been into that. So playing those games really settled for me. But this deep south folklore kind of witches and magic and weavers, not quite been my kind of vibe. I think, you know, if you're someone that's like into something like the Vampire Diaries and they like games, then they'd like this. But we'll smash on this final chapter. But again, that's what knocked down some of the rating for me.
Ma? Mama?
Hazel!
Mama! I thought you were gone.
Oh, shh. You ran. You ran and ran until you found me. Oh, my brave, brave girl.
I didn't mean what I said when we argued. I'm sorry.
We have loads to talk about. Come on, we can go home. Or to Jolene's. I'll go find us a ride.
I'll meet you later. I have one more thing to do.
What are you up to?
I have to go to the Flood Mansion.
Have you lost your mind?
I know you can't understand, but I need you to trust me one more time.
I can't let you go back into the mouth of danger.
Please, Ma. There's so much bad coming from there. You can't see what I see. Just like I couldn't see what you were going through. I have to fix this on my own. Make it right.
Come back to me, Hazel. Promise me.
I promise.
I love you, my little bug.
I love you too.
Okay. I was mute for a second there. I feel like this final chapter isn't going to be long. I think it was chapter
Wish me
9
luck.
that I played.
If I'm not out here in a few minutes, call the authorities.
Oh, they're coming to greet me. Oh, it almost reminds me of the Fantastic Mr. Fox. Yeah, chapter
I don't
9
know what
was a very,
to
very
say to
short
her.
chapter.
What is there to even say?
Pretty sure it was like 2 minutes long. And I think that this final chapter isn't going to be very long either. I don't foresee a massive fight with Bunny. I just don't see it. I think it'll be like a scene.
All of this stigma was coming from her the whole time.
She's the evil person. And I think
You can come to an understanding.
Bunny's story is
Maybe
to do with
all
the
this will
loss of
clear
her
up.
son, which you do sort of explore, but it doesn't go into loads of detail, but it might cover that basis now.
All right.
We might get some more of her lore.
Lily, are you back? How did you? Oh, you're more powerful than I thought.
Is that Molly's heart?
Why didn't it work? It should have brought Sherry back.
You can't bring back the dead.
You did something, didn't you? That's why the magic failed.
I heard your baby's spirit crying in a tree. She was in pain. I did everything I could to help her.
In pain? Or just in your way? You have no idea what loss feels like. When Cherie drowned, I was so raw it hurt to breathe. I'd see cars with those baby on board signs and just want to ram them. This town's full of people who don't deserve their kids, who beat them right in the middle of a store. Why are their children still alive and not my Cherie?
I can't imagine what it's like to lose a child. But the things you've done ain't right.
Everything I'd done was for Cherie. You had no right to tamper with her spirit.
You had no right. You've hurt everyone around you. You murdered Molly.
I don't want to hear this.
You need to change to make up for what you've done.
I can't. I don't even know what to live for anymore.
There is a way you can see Cherie again.
I don't believe in heaven if you came here to kill me.
No. But there is a town for folks who can't move on. Or won't. You can't do any more harm there. But think it through, Bunny. I've seen what happens to folks who can't let go of the past. Your choice.
Cherie's baby brush. She was so tender-headed, I'd get cross with her. Now I'd give anything to brush her hair again.
And you can, my darling.
I know who you are. It won't really be her.
You'll never be able to tell the difference, I promise.
I won't.
Not if you don't want to.
You're very kind.
There's a fine line between mercy and justice. Ain't that right, Hazel Flood? You chose a hard road for yourself.
I know. I'm okay. I'm okay. I got a lot to tell you.
I got time.
My flame is so low, like a fading ember.
Okay.
But I hear you
Game complete.
mama,
Story is wrapped up, and this is the theatre music we're sort of on about. That ties into the story.
Not so weak, but I was not that strong. The answers were there.
I wonder if it's the voice actors singing it as well. I'm not entirely sure if it is. That's something worth looking into if you're interested in the game. So I might as well wrap it up then. Final thoughts for the game. So we're an hour in. So we complete the last 2 chapters in an hour. Like I said, I did think that last chapter was going to be really short, and I did predict that it was going to be a cutscene that finished it off. I didn't foresee us fighting Bunny. I didn't see it being a battle that you'd take. But South of Midnight is one of these weird but sort of wonderful games, I guess. It lands hard on the story and the world, and it does hit some of the right notes, and maybe if you're into that sort of vibe and folklore and stuff, this might be the game for you. I definitely think it's a game for a person with, a younger person. I'm in my 30s, so the story doesn't quite sit for me. It's giving me more, teen finding themselves vibes. I think it's probably more of a female teen-led game. I don't think it's solely objected to female-led sort of game. I think you could, just any sort of young teenager into this sort of mythology will enjoy it. Maybe someone even in their 20s might enjoy it. Heck, someone in their 40s might enjoy it if you're into this kind of mythology. But I just think for me, the story feels a bit juvenile for my liking. It's not gory enough, or it doesn't hit the let's just say man notes for me. That's the only way I can describe it. It doesn't hit the right man notes. It doesn't feel John Wick enough. I guess that's the best way I can describe it. Like I've already said, I do think after the first 6 or 7 chapters, the combat and the gameplay gets repetitive. The story is what carries the game in the end. I don't think that there's enough variety in the levels to sort of keep me entertained. I think once you've seen the first 2-3 chapters and you've played in those levels, you've seen it all, basically. Like, there's nothing new to it until you get to this sort of New Orleans cocoa-based land, which I would love to have seen earlier in the game just to mix it up a bit. I would have liked to have seen more variety with the combat. I think, again, once you've done the first 2 or 3 chapters, you do slowly unlock stuff as you go through, but I don't think it's a variety enough to change the combat in a way that makes you think it's like a new sort of style, a new way of fighting. The game has got a lot of potential to stand out with its unique visual style, its magical realism. It's deeply rooted in this cultural storytelling, and I would like to see more of it. I'd like to see a more gritty... This is what would entice me, a more gritty version of this, like a more... Like, I was intrigued by it, and I did like the gameplay and the look and the style and this stop-motion artwork all to begin with. But I just wanted a bit more variety. I'd love this game to have been a bit more gritty, a bit more... a lot of the Deep South stuff you see on TV is quite grim, to be fair. Like, especially like, let's say stuff that I've watched and I'm into is... oh my gosh, what's that program with Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey? Right, not Mindhunter, but in the lines of Mindhunter. When you think of Deep South, or when I think of Deep South, I think of like crime drama shows from these places. And I just look to Southern America as well in general, like stuff like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I want to see stuff a little bit more along those lines. And whilst they do cover sort of stuff, tragic loss in this, that tragic loss is more rooted in some, there's some cases of bullying and stuff, but yeah, I think they could have gone down a more gritty route. It would be cool to see the same group of people bring you a more older, grittier version of this game with a bit more variety in the combat. It just doesn't feel like the same thing for 14 chapters, and a bit more of a variety in the level design. So it doesn't feel like the same for 14 chapters. But again, this gameplay, this game in general for me probably does hit in a high 5, low 6 bracket. It is a recommendation if you've got Game Pass. Give it a go. I think my total gameplay hours in this hasn't been any more than 12 hours. So you can complete this game in 2 playthroughs if you wanted. You could do 7 chapters and 7 chapters and basically knock it out of the park and have it done within a couple of days. And it's free on Game Pass. So it is a recommendation for me. Think American folklore meets magic and monsters with a stylish twist. That's what I'd give this game. That's my brief overview, sort of, American folklore, magic and monsters, real cool art design, real cool music. Let me know your thoughts if you do play this game. Let me know what you'd like to know about this game. Maybe I'll be able to answer some comments in regards to this. But yeah, I think that pretty much wraps it up. We're giving it a 5.5 out of 10. And this is my first sort of proper... I've got reviews on the game where I talk about what I think and feel, but this is my sort of first rated thing where we get a 5.5. And I'm going to do the same with June. We are playing through June right now. When we get towards the end, I will do another one of these. And this may remain a feature on the game. On the channel, sorry. I want to thank those of you that have watched throughout the whole sort of live streams, that have enjoyed it. And again, yeah, if you've enjoyed watching this live, or if you're watching the VOD to get the sort of game review of it, and you enjoyed it, and you want to see more, drop a like for the algorithm, drop a follow on the, a follow or subscribe on the channel. I'm going to leave you with the credits, but cheers for tuning in, and I will see you guys on the next one.
See you
Once I too was just like you. I rue the things I didn't do. I chew on every little wrong. Guilt from crimes was too strong. At night I'd lie awake in bed and ponder what I should have said. Regret would dog me all night long.
And that's how a new weaver came to be in Prospero.
Well, well. Not bad at all.